marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and AID-verified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and AID-verified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and AID-verified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and ad-readified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and ad-readified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and ad-readified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and ad-verified.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and ad-verified.
Hey guys, hello.
Yeah, hi. Lokesh, am I audible? Okay, I think my audio is audible now. Okay, great. So, shall we start the session there? All right, great, perfect. All right. So I need a. I all right. Very good evening, guys. Welcome. Very good evening. Welcome for this webinar organized by Edred. So I hope so. All the participants and the students have been eagerly waiting for you to have a quick introduction about myself. My name is Madhusudan and I'm the co-founder at Red, inviting all the participants there and our students there. So, to have a quick understanding about the today's webinar. Before me continuing with the session, I would like to quickly welcome our guest speaker there, Mohit Varma. So, SEO Manager at MFine. Hi, Mohit. Very good evening. How are you?
Hi, Madhu. Thanks a lot for asking me to speak, and it's a great opportunity
Great,
for
great.
me to share my knowledge and my experience with the guys over here.
Yes, yes, great.
And it's my pleasure to share that
Same here,
on the
same here.
platform
We
of
have been
Adred.
eagerly waiting to, to have a wonderful session from your side. So, God's grace, we got your slot at the earliest in this week, and I'm so excited to, give you an opportunity and take us an opportunity as well to organize this great session there. So, Mohit, just give me a couple of minutes time. I'll just go quickly interact with the audience there, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Vanakkam, namaskara, namaskar. How are you people? And I need everybody to quickly type hi in the chat box there. Make that fast. How are you? Namaskara. Namaskar. Very good evening. How are you people? Are you doing good? Great. I can see such an energetic crowd interacting with me. Hello, hello, hello. Vanakkam. Namaskara. Great. All right. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking me. All right, sir. I'm doing good. Sir, what is your name? My name is Madhusudan and I'm the co-founder at Red interacting with you. So first of all, for all our proud Adredians who have been attending this live interactive webinar, it's a great opportunity for you to learn from the industry experts like Mohit Varma, who is who is working at MFine and he's a SEO manager there. And if there are any participants from outside the EdRed, I would like to give them a quick introduction about what is EdRed is all about. EdRed guys, EdRed, we are not a typical training institute. We are a company firm wherein we are offering a right from a day one. We are offering an internship program for all the students who want to learn digital marketing program with us because right from the day one we indulge you into the live projects, and that's what the beauty of EdRed, and that's the name which resonates within itself, called as EdRed, education redefined, right? If I have to just give you a quick, notary about why is that we are doing here, because there are so many companies, all the training institutes who just completely give the theoretical knowledge about, digital marketing for the students who want to enhance their career into the digital marketing. But if I have to just contradictorily say you something, is that digital marketing is not a theoretical subject. Indeed, it's completely a hands-on practical knowledge that you should be having. So end of the day, how is that we sitting in the the remote location? We're gonna target the customers, and end of the day, how is that we generate the lead, we nurture the lead, and end of the day, we convert the lead. This matters a lot for us to generate a revenue into 2x of our investment. And majorly, we implement a Glassford technology. That's a world-class cutting-edge technology is what that we implement here to impart a quality training for all the students, and none other than EdRed. Nobody is offering this, the online training program with this live interactive virtual sessions as well. And for the freshers, indeed, the placement opportunity would be there here at EdRed until and unless they get placed. And 15 plus certificates and 30 plus hands-on tools experience is what that we are offering for all the students. And this is purely for outside the EdRed. I mean, like non-EdRedians, it's a high time for you to understand the market needs and the industry standards. Industry weighted course curriculum is what that you should be able to have the hands-on experience if you want to kickstart your career into the digital marketing. Point number one. And second thing here is, if you want to earn more than a 1 lakh, more than 5-digit income, is what that if you are expecting, that digital marketing happens to be a one-stop solution for you to work with multiple clients at a time and you can mint money like that, right? So majorly, if you are a person who wants to have a recession-proof career, and end of the day, if you want to set up your own digital marketing agency, or on the top of which, if you want to start your own business, then I think it's a high time for you to have all the skill sets, all the strategies which are required for you to learn into the digital marketing. And that's the reason today we are inviting our guest speaker, Mr. Mohit Varma, wherein he would be completely giving you insights about how the search engine optimization have to be done, so that how is that your company website have to rank on the top notch list of the SERPs, that is search engine result pages, right? So more or less, you have to just understand one thing is, without skill sets, never ever you guys cannot have a kickstart your career into the industry, right? So how is that Mohit Verma is able to make his optimization strategies or techniques in such a way that at end of the point, he will be having all the strategies which have been implemented, and end of the day, he been able to succeed, successfully been able to drive the traffic towards the website, right? How is that the quality backlinks can improvise the domain authority, and end of the day, you will have much more quality customers who have been interacting with you or inquiring about your product. When I tell product, obviously, when a company, there are only two types of companies in the market. One is the product based, and second one is the service based. And how is that we gonna scrutinize our customers into the target based customers is something that today that you will be able to learn. So over to you, Mr. Mohit Verma. Thank you so much for giving me just a couple of minutes to interact with all of my proud Edridians and non-Edridians as well. So we are located at BTM Levitt, Bangalore, nearby Jaideva Silk Board. If you have any doubts, if you're looking for placements, come visit us. We will give you a free placement opportunity, provided if you have already pursued the digital marketing course in some other place. And if you're a person who is resonating with lots of placement opportunity, then Edred would be a one-stop solution for you to enhance your skill sets, right? So thank you guys for all your time there. So I would request all the participants to interact with the industry expert to know more and more and more about how things will happen in a much more real-time basis or in a scenario, right? So over to you, Mr. Mohit Verma. All right. Thank you so much for your time. So we'll quickly interact after the session. So I'll be kindly, muting myself. So over to you. Please carry on. Thank you so much for your time.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, great. So I hope that everyone, first of all, the topic that we are going to start today is technical SEO. And technical SEO is something that is pretty much important right after the on-page SEO, because first you have to kind of organize your shop, and your shop is nothing but your website. So once your website is good enough, it is having stuff in it. After that, you have to optimize structurally. You have to optimize your website in such a way that the servers are able to serve your website to your users, end users, perfectly. Even search engines are able to find your website perfectly, so that they can show the website to the relevant users through the keywords for which you are trying to rank for. So to understand that better, let me share the whiteboard, and let's take one example, real life example. You guys must have seen a lot of Bollywood movies, or maybe if someone is not watching Bollywood movies, then you must be watching the South Indian movies, masala movies, right? So we are going to take one, live example. To understand technical SEO in the best way, what we have to do is we have to understand the 4 stages of SEO. And these 4 stages are something that is the crux of SEO. The first one is stage number 1 is discovery. Second is crawl. Third is index. 4 is rank. And before indexing and ranking, one more stage comes over here, which is, typically we can say that, yes, there are 5 steps. The 4th step is going to be rendering. And the 5th step is going to be, ranking. So why we are going to discuss these 5 stages? Because, the errors that you guys are going to face in your career, they are going to fall in these categories, right? So before we move ahead towards those errors, we have to understand these stages first: discovery, crawl, index, rendering, and ranking. SEO is all about that. If search engine bots are not able to discover your website, then obviously they will not be skimming the content and the keywords on your website. If they are not able to skim the content or the keywords that are there on your website, the content which is there on your website, let it be how good the content is, how relevant the content is. If they are not able to crawl that, then in that case they will not be able to index that as well. So if they are not able to index that, there will be kind of no information on the server side. So if there is no information on the server side, then obviously your pages will not be ranked for the specific keywords. Okay, so if that is not happening, then obviously your content will not be ranked. Yes, I got one question. So let's see. Okay, no question. So let's understand these stages with one example. When we were children, so at that point in time, we used to watch a lot of masala movies and all. And even now, I mean, if we go back to that, nostalgia aisle, we see that a lot of movies were there in that, a big, Gunda is there who is controlling a specific city. And in that city, we are having certain houses. Okay. So these are the houses, 4 houses we are having. So what these houses are having? These houses are having 6 family members each. Okay, now this big mafia who is controlling this city, this guy is controlling this city, and he is having multiple, small antisocial elements, or what do you call, bad people in his gang. So what he does is, this guy asks them to go and check in the city if any new person has come or if a new family has got settled over here. Why? To check what these peoples are having, what these users are having, or these people are having, how many members are there in that family or in that specific house, or if any member is there, then what exactly do they do? Because ultimately this one, he wants hafta, kind of hafta every week from these families. And for that, he needs to have information about each and everything about these families. And, why does he need that information? He needs that information just to just to just to make sure that he gets as much money as possible, right? So in order to do that, what he is going to do, he is going to send these small gundas to the city. So what these small these small mafias, they are going to do, what they are going to go to the city, and they are going to find the houses, right? So these houses in our digital world, they are nothing but websites: website 1, website 2, website 3, website 4. Okay, these are houses, but websites in our digital world, but in that example they are houses. Okay, so now this house is having 6 members in it, and digitally we can say that this website is having 6 pages in that. So this small antisocial element, he is going to find this website, right? He is going to find this website. He is going to collect the information that this specific house is having 6 members in that. Each and every member is earning 10,000 K. So which means 6 members are there, 60,000 money is coming in that house per month. So what he's going to do, he is going to collect that information about 6 members. The same way, all of them are going to do the same process over here. They are going to find these houses. So the first stage, what they are doing is discovery, right? Now, once they found this house, what they are going to do is they are going to collect the information. Info collection, right? So this step is called crawl. Understood? Just give me a yes if till now everything is clear. Give me a yes quickly. Okay, all yeses are there. Understood. Okay. So now they have skimmed the information. After that, what they have to do? Ultimately, they are not the stakeholder. Stakeholder is this guy, because he is going to report to the big boss over here. And this big boss is nothing but the search engine. Okay. He has to have the information about everything so that tomorrow he can directly reach out to these houses in case of any problem. Maybe if they're not providing the money properly, in that case, he is going to reach out directly. Okay. So now we have understood the concept till information collection, which is crawl. And once they have collected the information, they are going to collect this information and they are going to take it to the big mafia over here, right? So this process is called still we have not reached the step number 3, because once they get the information to this big mafia, what he's going to do is he will be having a register. Okay, and that specific house, for that house number 1, what he's going to do is he is going to write that it is having 6 people in that house, all are earning 10K. Okay, so that information he is going to add in the register. So this process is called indexing. Okay, so this process is called indexing. Is that clear? Give me a yes. Give me a yes quickly. Anyone is having any doubt, they can raise the hand. Anyone who has not understood? Great. Okay. So we have understood till indexing. Now everything is there with this big mafia over here. And now if this information is fed to this guy, because ultimately he is the stakeholder and he is the search engine in the mafia world. So now whenever this guy, this house number 1 is not providing any money, he is having, this big boss is having all the information about him, and directly he can go to this house. Okay. If this guy is not responding, then in that case, he will not be able to approach this house. But if this guy is able to, perform his duties well, he is providing the information properly over here. In that case, he will be able to, approach this house, easiest way possible, and this house will be accessible to that guy. So in that case, if he is providing that information to him and he is able to approach that guy in the in the process of emergency, then this process is called rendering. And ultimately, if we take this example back to our digital world, if these four stages are going happening smoothly, it means that now Google has indexed our content. Whole process of SEO is complete. Now there is no point that Google can not show our content or our product pages or maybe our service pages to the users for the users for which we are trying to rank our website for, because we want to earn money out of them, right? So now when these four stages are complete and each and every keywords information, the content information, the product information, the service information, everything is there with the Google. So in that case, if a user is searching about that service, okay, user searches that service. Now this big man or the ultimate big boss, who is our search engine, he has all the information about him and he will be able to serve that serve that specific user in the easiest way possible. Okay, so this is the best example, the real life example that we can we can take to understand all the 5 stages of SEO, so that we can understand how exactly SEO works, right? So the problems can be, and the reason I'm teaching you guys these 5 stages is because I know there are certain problems that occur in SEO. You are going to face different kind of issues. You are going to face different kind of problems, different kind of errors during your career in SEO. So these problems are going to fall in either of these categories. Either it's going to be in discovery, in crawl, in indexing, or in rendering. Ranking is something, which happens once once these stages are complete, right? So if these stages are getting completed, then obviously, there are certain other factors because of them, you are not getting ranked. But if everything is okay, then obviously over the certain period of time, you will see that your content will start ranking. If you are satisfying certain things, such as intent and intent of the keyword, and your content is relevant enough. Okay, if these things are happening, then Google will be ranking your website. So till now, have you guys understood this concept? Okay, think someone is having confusion in rendering. Okay, so rendering is nothing but when the end user, let's take the example of yourself. So you are looking for black shoes, and you went over there in Google search and you typed over there buy black shoes online. So once you type that, and the first result was of Myntra, or maybe it was of Flipkart.com. So you just clicked on that. So once you clicked on it, you got 5x error. The server was not able to render the page, right? Because the page, maybe because of the page was too heavy, or maybe server was kind of busy at that point of time, or maybe the load on the server was too much. So because of any reason, server was not able to render the page. Okay, but if it showed you the page, it means it rendered the page. Is that clear now, guys? Yes, who asked that question? Okay, anyway, whoever asked that question, is that clear now? Okay, great. Now let's open, another whiteboard. Now comes the stage number 1 again. Okay, let me open another whiteboard. I really hope that by now you might have understood the five stages of SEO. How does it work? So now we are going to approach, the first part discovery and second part crawl, and we are going to discuss what errors you are going to encounter in these stages, and what are going to be the solutions of it, and what are the different elements that you guys have to learn in them. Because we are learning technical SEO. Okay. So our topic is technical SEO. Okay. So now, first part is discovery, right? Every time, whenever we study SEO, you have to remember that there are five stages. The first one is discovery, second one is crawl, then comes the indexing, rendering, and rank. Okay. Now, first one is discovery. Okay, discovery is something your website is able to, your search engine bots, they are able to find your website. So over here, the problem that you can face is your website architecture is bad. Bad architecture. Okay. So bad architecture doesn't mean that the base itself is not there, maybe just like the house. I mean, toilet is somewhere else where it is, it's not meant to be. So in that case, there is one term. The term is silo structure. Okay. Silo structure. Okay. So this is nothing but, you know, uh, silo is nothing but, a tank which has to be there on the top of your house, because if it is there on the bottom of your house, then obviously there is no point. I mean, to pump the water up, you shall have to use a pump or something, right? You shall have to use a motor. So naturally, if your website has to come to the top, or if your website has to gain authority over the time, for that, the website, first of all, you have to understand that if naturally something has to flow, it will flow naturally from top to bottom, because gravity works, right? Gravity is something that pushes everything from top to bottom. So that thing also works in the digital world as well. If your website, whenever anyone purchases a specific domain, a new domain, the initial domain authority that is provided to any website from any hosting server, or maybe from uh, any third-party tool such as Moz.com, is kind of zero, either zero or one. It depends. I mean, if you are purchasing an old domain, then authority can be 50 as well, but it depends. I mean, how spammy that is. But again, for a new domain, for the fresh domain, it totally depends. I mean, but if a fresh domain is there, then obviously the authority is going to be either zero or one. So in that case, over the time, you have to work on the authority as well, because you are the expert of something, and you have to establish authority on any subject or any service or product that you are selling, so that you can generate that trust in the eyes of search engine and in the eyes of your users as well. Why? Because your users are going to purchase your product over and over again, and Google also has to show your product to the end users, right? So there has to be something, and for that itself, Google is having one separate algorithm. We will discuss about that sometime else, some other time. But recently Google updated that algorithm as well. Initially it was E80, but now it is not E80, it is EE80. Okay. So anyway, let's come to the first part, discovery, and we were discussing about silo structure. Now let's take one more live example over here to understand what exactly silo structure is. So this is a building. This is having a tank on the top. Okay, it is filled with water. Now this is a flat. This is a flat. This is a flat. These are flats, right? So these are the flats in the house, in the building. So this water is going to flow downwards pretty easily. Okay, but when we take the example, when we see that these are the flats, and obviously the fitting in each and every house is not going to be vertical. In the flat itself, when one house, when the one, okay, let's assume this flat. So this flat will be big enough that it will be having some 2 to 3 rooms in that, right? Assume that this is kitchen, this is bedroom, this one is bathroom over here, and this one is lobby. Okay, so if these houses are there, obviously one fitting of water will be there directly to the house, but in these houses a parallel fitting will be there in the in the floor itself, right? Over here like this. Okay, so the water is not going to flow perfectly over here, but water is going to flow a bit slow, but it will flow. The intensity of water flow will not be as good as like it is there from bottom to top to bottom, but it will be fine. I mean, the water is going to flow over here slowly, gradually. Okay, but if you take the example of this flat and this flat over here, if we have to push water from here to here upward, it's not going to flow at all. Here, it's going to flow a bit better, but over here, from top to bottom, the best. Okay. In the same way, now let's take two more example. One is website 1. Another one is website 2. So these websites are nothing but the flats. Okay. Now this website is, okay, let's make more space over here. This one is having home page, about page, blog page, contact page in one line connected this way. Blog is having 2 categories. One is category 1, another is category 2. In this category, we are having 4 blogs. In this category, we are having 5 blogs. Okay. This website, homepage, blog page, category 1, category 2, and contact. Okay. Now you tell me which website is easy to access to the users, A or B? Website A or B? After that, I will tell you why is it important, and what's the use of it. Give me a quick answer, A or B. Okay, Sumant J has said B. Okay, Sumant, remember your answer, and we are going to talk about it a bit later. In the end, I'm going to ask you again which website is going to be better. Okay, that's okay. I think majority of us are saying that website number A. Now, let's come to the same example, silo structure. Okay, so this is the website. This is the domain, and domain is nothing but if we see adred.com. So adred.com is a domain, and after that /contact /blog /about us. So these are nothing but level 1 pages. So level 1 pages are nothing but these pages which come immediately under the domain. They are going to be called as level 1 pages. And under that, such as blog is having 2 category 1 and category 2. Level 1. These pages are going to be called level 2 pages. These pages are going to be called level 3 pages. Okay. Now let's understand the hierarchy of this website, B website. Domain, after that, level 1 page, level 1 page, now category 1 and category 2. All of a sudden, level 2 pages have come in the same over here. In the level 1 pages. So the structure itself is kind of messed up. Okay. Now let's understand why this website will not be preferred by Google and this website will be preferred by Google. Okay. Mm, Okay. Now the search engine bots. The search engine bots. This is Google. Google is going to send its bots to check each and every website, website number, website A and website B. This bot is going to access the domain here. After that, it's going to travel to these pages and to this B page, which is blog page. It's going to travel easily over here to the category number 1, category number 2, and it's going to travel to the blogs over here under category number 2 and category number 1 significantly. Okay, and the navigation for the bots is going to be super easy. Okay, let's take the example of B. Over here, the bots are assuming that the architecture of the website will be good enough, just like website A, and they will be able to travel across the website easily. And the navigation will be pretty easy. So they traveled over here to the website. They visited the domain. After that, they started crawling the website. They understood that home page is there, blog page is there, and all of a sudden they understood that they were assuming that there has to be level 1 page, but all of a sudden level 3 page has come over here. So they understand that this is not the optimized structure of the website. Okay. Why? Because the lower authority pages have to stay at the bottom itself, not at the top. Okay, so that's why Google is not going to prioritize this website. It's going to penalize this website with the bad rankings rather than this website. Okay, so that's why we are taking the example of a silo over here, a silo structure of this flat over here, because the authority is going to flow uniformly over here from the domain to the level 1 pages, from level 1 page to level 2 pages, from level 2 pages to the level 3 pages. Okay. Now, where is the importance of it? I hope till now it must be clear why exactly optimized architecture is important. Yes, give me a yes. I mean, if you still have any confusion or questions or counterpoints, I mean, you can let me know. But it must be clear by now why Google understand, why Google prioritize, architecture, a clean architecture, why exactly it is required. Guys, give me a yes. Give me a yes quickly. We don't have that much time, so clear. Awesome. Awesome. Everyone has understood the concept. So now let's assume that our website has been ranked and he is the user. He is looking for a specific product, user 1. Okay. Now assume that he is traveling your website. Okay, let's take one more real life example. Let's make it more interesting. So now you are having but there is one local supermarket. I mean, let's take that one more supermarket has opened in your locality, and other big players such as Big Bazaar is already there in your already there already there in your area. So let's take the example that Big Bazaar is having two aisles in Big Bazaar. One is having electronics item in the electronics aisle and grocery items in the grocery aisle. Okay, but more is having electronics items mixed with the grocery items in the grocery aisle and grocery items mixed with the electronics item in the electronics aisle. If this user goes to more and at the same time, after some time, if he goes to Big Bazaar or more supermarket, what do you think? I mean, in which of the supermarkets is he going to get the best user experience, best navigational experience? Now tell me, A or B? A or B, quickly, quickly. Big Bazaar or more supermarket? I just had to have two answers till now. Okay, A is for Big Bazaar, B is for more. A or B? Awesome. I think everyone has understood the concept. So the first thing is the authority flows better in an optimized website architecture, and second thing is on the basis of which Google ranks nowadays the website, which is user experience, because user experience is something that gives behavioral signals to the search engines that users are getting quality user experience once they are landing on the specific website or the landing pages of the specific website. Okay, so now if this user lands on this website, he is going to get the best user experience, because if he is landing on a specific blog and he wants to travel to some other blog, he can travel easily. Okay, because in on-page SEO, you might have learned about interlinking. So this blog is interlinking with this blog. This blog can be interlinked with this blog. Why? Because authority flows better from either at the same level or at the bottom when the authority is flowing better, right? So when these blogs are connected with these blogs, or these blogs are connected among themselves, it means that authority is flowing best among the blogs itself. Okay, so that's why in interlinking website, you have to make sure that your blogs are getting connected, because your blogs are usually at a level 3 pages. So your level 3 pages should be connected with level 3 pages only, so that your authority can flow in the best way possible. Or either they should be, interconnected with the pages which are below that, so that that authority can be passed to the lower pages. Okay, so that way, that's why we discuss that to increase the website visibility. First, your architecture has to be clean. Is that clear? I hope it made sense now. I have given the example of a user. I have given the example of a silo of the tank. I have given the examples of two websites over here. We have done the comparison as well. So I really hope that till now your website architecture should be, it should be, pretty much clear now. So give me a yes if that is clear to you guys. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Okay, so that is the most basic problem that startup owners or company or the even the big companies, they make these kind of mistakes. But when you are designing a website, you are designing not only a website. I mean, your website is a shop for yourself. So you are going to sell, you are going to earn money out of it. So if you are going to earn money out of something, then obviously you have to make sure that if your users are going to land on your website, they have to get the best user experience. Okay. And even you have to make sure that your website is visible to the maximum users possible. So in that case, what problems people create is, or what the startups owner they don't take care of is architecture. So tomorrow, if you face that your client or your company, wherever you guys are working, if they are not having any discoverability, they are having issues with the discoverability, first see if the architecture of that website is clean or not. Okay. If obviously your architecture is not clean, then obviously the bots will not be able to find your pages easily. Okay, if they don't find, then obviously how will they crawl? If they don't crawl, then how will they index? If nothing is happening, then how will the pages will be ranked? Makes sense, right? Yes, guys. Guys, give me a yes. Give me a yes. Yes. So I hope if any doubt is there, let me know now. Let me know now itself. I will be really happy to clear any doubts that are there. Cool. Let's move to the step number 2. What is step number 2? Tell me. What is step number 2? Step number 2 is scroll. Okay, Gopinath raised hand. Yeah, Gopinath, ask your question.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, once again, to technical SEO explain, sir.
Complete technical SEO.
Sir,
Hello.
yes, sir.
Have you joined just now?
Sir, my internet is slow, sir. I joined this slow, sir.
Okay. I think in that case, it will be pretty difficult to, summarize all of the concept over again. Madhu, can we help him out in any case? I mean, with the video or something later on?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Huh?
Okay, sir. Recording video. Watch.
Because we have already invested already for 45 minutes or something in the class. So for summarizing 45 minutes again, I mean, it's going to waste a lot of time for the other students, right? So please try to understand. I mean, from my side, I don't have any problem at all, but we have to respect others' time as well.
Okay, sir.
Understand? Yeah.
Understand.
I'm really sorry for that. Okay. Now, for your kind information, Gopinath, we are having 4 stages of SEO. The first one is, there are 5 stages. Okay. 3, 4, 5. First is discovery. Second is crawl. Third is index. So there is a reason, guys, why I'm repeating this information over and over again, because SEO process, you have to understand it. Okay, so if you don't understand it, then obviously it's going to be difficult. I mean, kind of it's going to be haywire, because whenever any problem is there, you have to understand where exactly the problem is. So if these 5 stages are kind of clear to you, so in that case, finding the issues and finding the problems and finding the solutions of those problems are going to be super easy for you. Okay. Because there is a diagnosis process. Tomorrow, if you're, you have created one page and after 2 months or something, you published one page and after 2 months, you are still saying that you are not getting any visibility for that page. And all of a sudden in your search console, you see that your page is not indexed at all, right? So first you have to see, I mean, why my page is not indexed. Maybe your page is not crawled at all, right? So maybe your page is not discovered at all till now. So what exactly is the problem, right? So one by one, step by step, you have to diagnose, and then you have to come to a solution. Okay. So we are going to discuss about those solutions. So the third stage over here is index, then the rendering, and then rank. Okay. So now, first we have learned. Second is crawl. So the crawl is nothing but, in that example, we understood that the small mafias, they are going to collect the information from the houses, from the shops, from whatever entities that are there, right? So that part is called crawling. Okay. So now in crawling, you have to understand where the problem can come. Either crawling will happen or the crawling will not happen. When the crawling doesn't happen, in that case, you will see that, in your search console, you will see that your page is not crawled. And in other words, you see that in the status of the page, you will see page crawling allowed. No. And by the way, how do you see that? Let me share the screen with you. Let me show you guys. So this is your search console, and once you log in into your property, once you start accessing your property, I don't know why this tool is not behaving properly today. Okay. So I really hope that everyone, each and every one of you know about this tool, free tool from the Google side. So Google Search Console is nothing but a free tool from the Google side to search or to find the health of your website and to see how your website is performing in the search results. Okay, so once you log in into your property, once you access your property, you are going to see some options over here. Now, let it be any page. Let's assume, we are going to go to the URL inspection, and we are going to type any page over here in that property itself. It doesn't mean that you are accessing one property and you are seeing the status of the URL of any other property. It should not happen like that. Okay. So when website is mohitsastutraining.com, then over here you have to go and check the status of the URL of that property itself, right? Because if any member is missing from a house, then you have to check the status of that house itself, right? Not any other house, because in that house, the record of that house will not be available. As simple as that, right? So in that itself, I'm going to check the status of right. I'm just going to type over there the address and just press enter. So whatever the status is, this the tool is going to throw in front of you. Sometimes it shows you instantly, but sometimes it takes time. But usually it just takes 1 to 2 seconds only, right? So over here, once we go to the this page, it's going to show you page index. Page is indexed, and on this drop down over here, once we click on this drop down, it's going to show you the status. Say discovery. There is some temporary problem. I mean, it's about the post, maybe some photo, something is there regarding that itself, but this page is crawled. But see over here, crawl allowed. Indexing allowed, yes. Crawl allowed, yes. Okay, so which means that this page is available for crawling. Okay, so that's why I wanted to see, we wanted to see, sorry. Okay, so let's go back to our whiteboard. Now we have seen that yes, the page is allowed for the crawling. So in that case, what crawling happens? Once crawling is allowed, then obviously your bots are going to enter in that house, and they are going to collect the information about each and every page or each and every member of that house. Member is nothing but obviously the pages of a specific website itself. So they are going to crawl that. Now there comes the concept of robots.txt in this, right? So what is the role of this robots.txt? Now let's go back to the example of this mafia, and the minions of this mafia who go and collect the information. So these are the houses, right? So let's assume this website is having 4 members in this house, and this member is a child girl, and she is just 8 years old. Okay, and the male member, the main member of this house, the father of this girl, he doesn't want to share the information of this girl with these bots. So in that case, what he is going to do? He is going to put a filter. Okay, and in that filter, he is going to tell the bots, you are not allowed to crawl the information, not allowed to crawl that child girl or that page. Understood? Have you guys understood this example that I have taken? Give me a yes if you have understood that. Because he doesn't want to share that information about that girl because of any reasons, and we do know the reasons, right? You take the example of an e-commerce website. For example, Myntra.com. Myntra.com, a user has to go to Myntra.com and they have to log in, right? So if you are creating your own user ID and password, does Myntra want to rank for those pages? No, right? If any checkout page is there, then does Myntra want to rank for those checkout pages? No, right? Because that's the sensitive information. Assume that someday, if Google is able to crawl the transaction data of Myntra, so in that case, there will be whole chaos in the market that Google was able to show that that sensitive information to the users. Even scammers can take advantage of it. So in that case, what do you have to do is, just like this father, you have to tell the search engine bots, Google bots, that you are not allowed to crawl transaction page, login page, this page and that page. Okay. So these are just real life examples. Hope you guys have understood. Hajio, someone is giving me the example of Hajio. Sorry, we are unable to see the process of Search Console. How many of you were able to see that? I hope my screen was visible to every one of you. Raise your hands quickly if my screen was not visible to you. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, understood. I think I didn't share the screen. I was just sharing the. Okay. I'm really sorry for that. Let me go to my screen. I think again I'm sharing. So, okay, I hope my screen is visible now. Yes? Give me yes quickly if my screen is visible. Great. It's visible. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Now, once you log in into, first of all, I hope that all of you guys are pretty much aware about Google Search Console. Give me a yes if you guys are aware about that. Quickly. Yes, so everyone is aware about that. So I assume that you might have accessed your URL inspection already. So what I showed you is that the property, the URL that we are inspecting, that URL must be belonging to that property itself. Okay, so if we are trying to investigate the problem, the discovery problem regarding any regarding any a specific page of a website, then we are going to type that URL and press enter. Okay. So this tool is going to throw you the status of that page. See, now this page is showing that this page is available, not available to crawl, not available. Now I have to see if that page is existing or not, first of all. Okay, so this page is having slash after that. Now let's again investigate it, inspect it, if this page is crawled or not. Now you see the page is indexed and crawled. Now to check the status, just in case if that page is not indexed, so in that case, what we're going to do is we are going to click on this drop down button. So once we click on this drop down button, it's going to show you the whole of scene about that specific page, which sitemap it belongs to, if it is allowed, if crawling is allowed for that specific page or not, indexing is allowed for the page or not, what is the canonical tag for that. Okay. So these things are going to be there. Obviously, if the visibility is not there for that website, or the case that we are trying to discuss over there on the whiteboard. So in that case, if a father is not allowing the boards to access information about that girl, the child girl, or maybe Mahindra is not allowing uh, search bots to access the information about the checkout pages, and also in that case, what will be there for that specific page, crawl allowed, it will be no in that case, because we don't want search bots to access that sensitive information. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to share. So is that clear now? Is that clear, guys? Yes. So now let's go back to the whiteboard. Okay. So this is robot.txt. So now if we have to define robot.txt, then it's nothing more than a filter. Okay, so this filter is to just let the search engine bots know that you are allowed to crawl and check that information on our website, and you are not allowed to crawl or check this information on our website. And how do we do that? Let me share you a basic syntax of it. And first of all, the question should come in your brain says, how do we check the robot.txt file of any website, right? Yes? Give me a yes if you want to see that, if that question came in your brains. I mean, how to check the robot.txt file of yes. So let's see how to check the robot.txt file of different websites. Okay. Let me share my screen again. Okay. Hide it. My screen is visible, right, guys? Yeah. Now, this is my last company's email ID. Not not email ID. Okay. Website. Okay. So after each and every website, what you have to do is just add robots.txt. Now see, the robots file is in front of you clearly over here. Understood. So what they have done is they have allowed the author page, or maybe the authorization page, which is there. They have disallowed that for the search engine bots. So now let's see. I mean, this is the way you have to check the robots.txt file of any website. Now, for your website, if you have to design a robot.txt file, so in that case, what do you have to do, right? So that is the next logical question, right? Do you want to know that? Interesting, guys. Give me a yes. Give me a yes if you want to know that. Which tool do we use, and which tool and how to use that tool? Yes. So let's go. The name of the tool is technicalseo.com. It's a free tool. You guys can access later on. Once we type technicalseo.com. This website will open. This is a wholesome tool. It's going to throw you, different options in front of you, and out of these options, you have to choose the option for which you want to go. You see this over here, SEO tools. Just click on that. So once you click on that, it's going to throw different options in front of you. The first one, I think, is going to be the robot.txt tester. Now, the first one itself is robot.txt tester tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to type. See, from here as well, we can check what is the robot.txt file of any website. How? Just type https websites domain eform2290.com user agent. There are different kind of user agent. User agent is nothing but the bots who are going to crawl your website, right? So the bots can be Google bot, Google desktop bot, Google smartphone bot, Google News bot, Google Images bot, Bing bot, Bing Images bot, DuckDuckGo bot. Different kind of bots are there. I mean, for search engine, they are search engine specific. So we are going to choose Google smartphone bot, and we are checking the live status of the robot.txt file over here. So once we click on the test, see the same file we saw over there, right? Over here. Is it okay? The same file, right? Give me a yes. Yes, guys? Yes. So from this tool as well, we can see the robot.txt file of any website. Okay. Now let's delete it. Let's delete it. Okay. So the way we have to design the website, let's assume that we don't want our website to be visible to the search engine crawlers at all. We don't want our users to, we don't want to rank for any website. I mean, usually we do want to, but sometimes, while developing the website, by mistake, people do that. Let's take one scenario over here. User agent colon star. Star means I'm asking all the user agents, all the search engine crawlers of all the search engines to follow this command. Okay. To disallow all of my website, my sitemap is going to be https eform2290.com / sitemap.xml. Okay. Now let's see if it is going to disallow that or not. Once we click on test, you see the result. Disallowed, right? So it means that once we place this robot.txt file in place, this robot.txt file is not going to let search engines bot crawl any of the page of the website. So it's going to block all of the website for the search engine crawlers. Okay. But now let's assume that we have already put disallow directive in place. Now, how do we solve it? Either you remove the slash over here, because slash means you are disallowing all of the website. You just now test. And now see result allowed. Is that clear, guys? Clear? Clear? So now what you have to do is you have to check your pages if those pages are for those pages crawl is allowed or not. If crawl is not allowed, then you have to talk to your developer and you have to allow it for the crawl. And before that, you have to make sure that that page is very important page for yourself and you want to rank for that page. If you don't want to rank for that page, let it be just like that. If you want to rank for that page, then obviously, you have to make sure that page is visible to the users. Okay. Okay, Jayesh Thakkar is asking us to perform that again. Okay, Jayshankar, Jayesh, sorry. So this is the website for which we are trying to access, the robot.txt file. So to access the robot.txt file, we are going to go to technicalseo.com tool. Once we go to technicalseo.com tool, we are going to click on robot.txt tester. Once we click on that, we are going to land over here. So once we land over here, we are going to enter our website's domain over here, URL, I mean the home page URL. Select the bot for which you want to check. And once you click on live, it's going to show you the current robot.txt file of it. And if you want to make any changes and you want to see how those changes are going to perform, are they going to allow the search engine bots to uh, access the specific pages or not, then you have to check over here in the editor. Let's assume that we want to allow the author page over here. So in that case, what are we going to do is allow everything. So in that case, it's going to allow everything on the website to crawl. See, everything is allowed. But now, if we add slash over here, front slash, and we click on test now, it's going to show disallowed because this directive is there to block all of the website for the search engine bots. Is that clear? Is that clear to all of you? Jayesh? Jayesh, yes or no? Cool. Okay, so that is stage number 2. So in stage number 2, what kind of problems you are going to face? You are going to face that crawl is not allowed. Okay, so how are you going to see that? You are going to find where exactly are you going to find these problems, right? So that question should come in your brain. And I hope that when you are learning Google Search Console, sir might have taught you that this is the place where you're going to find the problems. Okay, so let me show you that section as well where you are going to find the problems. Under Search Console itself, you are going to see these pages. You see this indexing. So once you click on that, click on pages. It's going to show you different errors over here. All of them are not errors. Some of them are just notifications that you have performed this action and that action. Okay. You see this discovered, currently not indexed. So it has been discovered. The architecture is good. They are able to find the page. The bots are able to find the page, but it's not indexed. So what can be the issue for that? The issue can be maybe the page is not indexable. Your content is not good. The Google search engines, they are not finding your content good enough to rank it, good enough to index it. Okay, or maybe the search engine bots are not able to crawl that page, right? Now, to make sure that the search engines are not able to crawl that page, or what is the issue, in that specific blog. So we are going to check these URLs one by one. Okay, so first one is the URL. It's my website itself. So I see that it's academic, about the academics. I know that this page is not existing there at all. So that's why it has been discovered, but it's not indexed. Google is not going to index it because there is no index directive over there, right? So now blog 2, there is no page such as that on my website. This page is also not there. I mean, I have blocked that in my robot.txt file. This page as well, this page as well. I mean, initially that page was there, but I redirected it, so there is no point of indexing the old page. So that's why it's showing this over here. So none of the page is existing on my website. So safely I can say that these are the notifications, but not the problems. So nevertheless, this is the place where you are going to find the technical problems on your website. Okay. So under pages, under experience as well. Okay, under experience or under enhancements. These are the few sections where you are going to see the problems on your website. Okay, but as you know that we are understanding the stages and different errors that we encounter in those stages. So that's what we are taking care of in today's class. So let's go back to the whiteboard. Is that clear till now, guys? Oh, cool. So let's go back to the whiteboard. Okay, so we have understood till crawl. Now there comes the part of indexing. Okay, so indexing is nothing but when we were trying to understand through that big boss example. So indexing was nothing but when all the minions, they gather the information of each and every house in the specific city. They fed that information to the boss, and the boss started it kind of made one register that this family is having these many members. All members are earning this much, and what exactly they do. So each and every kind of information will be there. Okay, so that process is called indexing. That process can be stopped because of multiple reasons. Okay, so in this stage, what kind of errors do you get? You get 4xx errors in this stage. So you might have heard about 4xx errors by now, that page is not existing, page not found, right? 404, 401, 403. So you might have seen these kind of, 401 and 403, you don't see that regularly. But 404 and page not found error is something that you keep on encountering over and over again. So these kind of errors, 4xx errors, they appear in the index stage. Understood? Give me a yes if everything is clear till now. Give me a yes, give me a yes. Don't type yes, just type Y. Just type Y quickly. Great, great, awesome, awesome. I hope that you are liking the method of teaching, and I'm just trying to make myself clear, and hope I'm making myself clear, and you are grasping. I won't say that you can grasp 100%, but I'm just trying to make sure that you grasp 100% whatever you are learning over here. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to relate to these real life examples so that you can relate to everything, and kind of, you can remember it for long term. Okay. So now the next part comes is rendering. So rendering is you are having the information, that big boss is having the information with him, but he is not able to access that. Why? Because there are multiple things that work between the big boss, who has the ultimate information of the user, and between the user itself. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so there are multiple layers that are there between that, and let's assume that what layers they can be. Let's assume that this is your website. This page is ranking for a specific keyword. User came, he clicked on it, and by this time, I mean, you must be pretty much aware that any website has to host at a server. Okay, so this website is hosted at this server. User clicked on the specific link to land on this page, but he is not able to access this page because the server is not able to fulfill that request. The server is not able to render this page to the user. He is not able to serve the request of the user. Okay. In this case, you are going to face 5xx errors, server related errors. So what kind of problems you are going to face over here? 5xx. Clear? Guys, clear? Give me a Y for yes. Give me a Y. Give me a Y quickly. Okay. Now, I hope it must be clear to you guys that why I was iterating over and over again about these 5 stages of SEO and what is the importance of it, and how can you utilize it, how do you use it in your career to find out the relevant solutions, and to implement those solutions so you can ultimately what to increase the visibility of your website and to serve your users in the best way possible. Okay. Now the last stage, the ranking stage. Once you cross all of these stages, then your website will be ranked over the time. Your page will be ranked over the time for the specific content, for the specific keywords. Okay. So nowadays, as you know that in 2016, itself, 2018 itself, Google made sure that all of your web pages are mobile friendly. And you have to take care of it. Being a webmaster, you have to make sure that all your pages are mobile friendly. And once you start making your pages mobile friendly, then again there are certain issues that start coming. There is a pixel size, 8, 17, 16. Sometimes from the Google side, 16 pixel is the optimized size of the characters. And 1.5 RAM is the space between each one line and other line. Assume that this is one line, this is another line. So this space has to be 1.5 RAM. And this character size should be around 16 pixels. At least 16 pixels. It should be between 16 pixels to 18 pixels. Okay. Why I'm telling you is because again, you are going to face certain problems, certain errors regarding that point. Okay. So the solutions are going to be here itself. That there are two kind of errors that are going to be there. Either your pages are not going to be mobile friendly, or in that mobile friendliness itself, if your page is not mobile friendly, you encounter three kind of problems. The first one is between this line and this line, you are using link over here as well and over here as well. If you are assume that if you are the space between line is this much, then if your links are overlapping over here, the user wants to click over here, but he clicked over here because the space between the line is not enough. So that is kind of a bad user experience. And again, it's a problem. You will see the problem, and where exactly you are going to see the problem. We are going to visit the Search Console again. Okay. The second problem is the first problem is this one itself, and second problem is on the mobile itself. You have not used the meta viewport tag, and because of that, the character size is so small that your users are not able to see that properly, and you have not made it mobile friendly, so obviously the users will not be able to zoom that as well. Okay, what they shall have to do, the only option with them is take the screenshot and then zoom that, which is again you are increasing the work of your user. Again, a bad user experience. Okay. And sometimes in some of the cases, you see that this is the mobile screen, your content is this, your image is kind of half cut over here. Your image is kind of going outside the screen. Okay. Which means your content is wider than the screen. So that is again one of the problems. Okay. Now let's see, where do we see these errors? Interesting? Excited? Guys, you want to see? Yes. Great, cool. And I hope just I'm trying to making the things interesting because I see that people are dropping and they are coming back. So I'm just trying to make this class engaging so that you guys can understand maximum. You can understand as much as possible. Okay, so let's go to the tool again, which is there to help you out in trying to understand in finding these problems out. So again, the tool's name is Google Search Console. It's a free tool from the Google side. So this is the tool. Again, we are in the same property. And what we're going to do is, you say this, once we log in into the property, we are going to go to the experience, because what we are going to do under ranking, in that, only one kind of only one kind of problem will be there, that is going to be sorry, only two kind of problems are going to be there. Either you are using schema markups, enhancements, problems can be there regarding that, and the problems can be regarding the mobile friendliness itself. So to find these problems, what we are going to do is, under experience, we are going to click on mobile usability. Once you click on mobile usability, all whatever problems are there regarding mobile usable issues are there on your website or not, you are going to find them. Okay. So initially my website was having some two to three problems on that. Now I fixed them. So that's why you're seeing over here 0 problems. Okay. Now you see 3 problems are there. Text too small to read, clickable elements too close together, content wider than screen. We have seen what errors are there. Now we have seen where to find them. Now the obviously we are kind of having the practical class of it. Now we have to get the hang of the solutions. What are the solutions, right? Now there are 3 problems and 3 solutions. Obviously 3 problems are going to be there, and 3 solutions are going to be there. Now you know that nowadays everyone is kind of having WordPress website, right? So in that case, what you have to do is just log in into the WordPress of your website. Once you log in into that, and obviously Elementor will be there to structure your website. And once Elementor is there, I mean the things are going to be pretty easy for you. Just type wp-admin in front of your domain itself. Once you type that, go and log in into WordPress backend. Once you log in into that, your website is going to open in front of you. The dashboard itself is going to open in front of you. Now again, open the home page of your website. So once you open the home page of your website, you see these certain options have come on the top. Can you see these options? Give me a yes. And one of the options is edit with Elementor. Give me a Y, give me a Y quickly. Give me a Y. Give me a Y, give me a Y. Great. All are able to see that. So now, okay, click on edit with Elementor. Once you click on edit with Elementor, you are going to see the editing options in front of you on the screen, and you shall have to take care of it. Obviously, I mean, if text is too small to read, then you shall have to optimize the text itself. You shall have to increase the text size itself, right? So the choice, the problem should be clear in front of you. What exactly the problem and what has to be the solution. Okay, by the time it loads, now let's see. I mean, once we fix these errors, obviously we have to cross verify as well if these pages are mobile friendly or not. Then again, in Google Search Console, from the outside, I mean, outside of it, you get one more option to check the mobile friendliness of the specific pages. So just to access that, you have to write mobile friendliness test. So once you type that, you can bookmark all of these tools. So just open the first tab itself, first result. So once you open that, it's going to ask you for the URL. It's going to ask you for the URL. and we are going to see if whatever the fixes that we have implemented, have they changed the mobile friendliness of the website or not? Have we fixed the issue or not? So once you type that, click on text URL. It's going to show you if the page is mobile friendly or not after fixing those problems. I say this, whichever text is having problem, select that and go to advanced. Now you see this under style section, size option is there, right? So from that size, right now it is optimized size. I told you that it's going to be 16 to 18 pixels, but usually you see this text is too small to read when your text size is either lesser than 16 pixels or maybe a 16 pixel itself. Sometimes in some of the cases you see the problem in 16 pixels. So what you have to do is just increase the size by 17 pixels or make it to 18 pixels. That's it. Okay. And now you go that line height. So that you have to set to 1.5 rem. That's it. Okay. Click on pixel and go to RAM. And from here, what you can do is you can click, you can increase from here itself. Okay. So go to 1.5 RAM. 1.5 RAM is good enough. I mean, you can see that each and every line is having enough space in that. And once you are fine that everything is okay, now you can see the pages clearly. So what you can do is just click on publish. That's it. And after that, again, you have to go to the mobile friendliness test. And over here, press test URL. I think this tool was recently discontinued by Google itself, so that's why it is not working. So this was the tool, I mean, to make sure that this errors are fixed or not. But again, even in that case, you are having one alternative. Your errors are there. You are sure that you have fixed them. Now go to your Google Search Console. Wherever you see that these problems were there, click on them. Once you click on them, on the top, right now, see these errors are validated. But usually, if errors are still existing for your client or maybe for your company, so in that case, what you have to do is one option will be there, start the validation, validate fix. Okay. So in that case, you just have to click on them, nothing much. So once you click on them, it will start fixing the errors. This website is also not having any errors. Very small website, so this page, these pages are also mobile friendly, so there are no problems on that. So that's how you have to fix the errors. So have you got the guys? Have you got the gist? How you have to fix these errors? Any questions? Any doubts? Great. So I think everything is clear by now. Okay, so let's go back to the whiteboard. Okay, so we have understood how to fix this mobile usability issues. So for access issues, I mean, there are only one error that you have to find over here, which is going to be relevant for you guys, is soft 404 and hard 404. So soft 404 is something that that is not dependent on you. I mean, it's indirectly it is dependent on you, but it's the choice of the search engine if they want to check your content or not. If they find that your content is not good enough, if your content is not appealing, so in that case they are going to de-rank your pages. And how they are going to de-rank? They are going to show the page is not indexed. Okay, they are not going to see the page not found or 404 error. That these kind of errors are not going to be there. But what kind of errors are going to be there? Page is de-indexed because of Google's de-indexation of that page, and there can be multiple reasons. Soft 404 and hard 404. Okay, hard 404 means that page is not existing. Page is not existing. Okay, so in that case, what you have to do is you have to check if the page is indexable or not. Okay, and how do you have to check? That we will see. I mean, yeah, in a second. Or, let's see. Let's check now itself. So for any website, you just have to install this Chrome extension, one Chrome extension. The extension's name is SEO itself. Okay, so this extension is going to help you out in that case. And whichever page is there, just click on that extension. It's going to throw you the on page factors, everything in front of you. It's going to help you out in on page as well, and even some technical stuff as well. It can show you. Okay, let's click on this plugin. Now see, this page is indexed and follow. If this page is not indexed, then obviously this page will not be available to the users, and they will not be able to see that. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to find this page and change that. Get this code changed. How? Just ask your developer to make it index rather than no index. They will change it from the backend, and automatically your website will be visible. Your page will be visible. And second case is you are having a specific page, but that page is not not existing, or maybe that page is kind of under construction, under development right now. So in that case, again, you shall have to talk to your design team, collaborate with them, talk to your that team, tech team, and develop that page as fast as possible. So what are the problems? Hard 404, the page is not existing because of no index. Okay, and second thing is maybe that page was existing before, and all of a sudden you shared that page across social media, or maybe through link building activities, or and your users, they kind of bookmarked it. This page is not existing anymore, and the users are clicking through social media, and they are clicking through that bookmark as well, and they are saying that this page is not existing anymore. So what is the solution of it? The solution is 301 and 302 redirection, or else developing this page again. Usually what happens, if you are kind of building this page, in that case, you try to redirect your users temporarily to to a specific other page. So that is called 302, but permanently that page is gone. So in that case, you use 301 redirection. So you implement 301 redirection, and automatically all the users will be going to the new page. Now the question comes, what is 302 and 301 redirection? So 302 and 301 redirections are nothing but your locality or your street is having one shop in that. Okay, so in that case, what happens that that shop is moving to the new location temporarily. Maybe some painting work is going on in that shop. So temporarily they have moved to other shop, and they are going to use one pamphlet on the board, right? That temporarily we are moving from this address to that address. So what they are going to do, they are going to implement 302 redirection. But permanently, if they were in the rented shop before, and now they have purchased their own shop, and they are going to some other street, so they're going to put one board that permanently the shop has moved from this address to that address. So this is called 301 redirection. Okay. And how do you do that on WordPress websites? There are multiple plugins to take care of the redirection. Once you type in plugins and click on add new, you will see multiple plugins over there. Okay. But how to do if your website is not uh, WordPress? So in that case, there is one free tool. Let me show that tool to you. The tool's name is Rapid Tables. Just type Rapid Tables 301 redirection. Okay. So first link itself, go to that tool. The old URL and the new URL. Let's do dummy work over here quickly. HTTPS. HTTPS. / home, and it is WordPress, so the server is going to be apache.htxs file. The name of the file is htxs, and click on generate code. Copy this file, paste this in a notepad file, and forward it to your developer, and ask him to replace at the backend side. I mean, in your public folder of your file manager. Okay, so that's how you have to take care of your 404 error. And soft 404 error is nothing but either you have kept your blank page and you have asked Google to crawl that, or maybe you have just written little bit of article. So in that case, what happens? I mean, Google is going to come on that page, and it just sees that on the specific topic you have written some 150 to 200 words only, which is not a good number, because in 150 to 200 words you cannot provide value to your users. So if you're not providing value to your users, then obviously there is no point of Google for Google to kind of crawl your page, index that. So Google shows soft 404 for that. And third case is you have copied the content from somewhere, and canonical tag is for that itself. Google found that it's a duplicate page, duplicate content. It's going to show it's going to show the soft 404 for that. Okay, and the fourth case is it's a tag page. It's a tag page. It's a function page. So once you click on tags, then obviously nothing is there on those pages. So they are blank pages. So there is no point of indexing those pages. So again, Google is going to throw them in the no index pages. So you have to you have to check, you have to diagnose your problems, and hopefully you understood why we discussed our 4 stages of SEO. And I try to make it as much as engaging, and to make you understand what exactly these problems are, right? So I hope that today's technical SEO class was pretty much provided value to you guys, and I hope that you will remember this class by for longer duration. And just in case, if you have any further queries or if you have any questions regarding this class, either you can go to the go to go to this video again, or else you can ping me on the below links. I'm going to share you 2 links. You can ping me there. One is my Insta handle, and another one is my LinkedIn profile. So do ping me, do follow me there for the latest content. It is going to help you out, guys, in your SEO journey. Yeah. So I'll see you guys for another class, and pasting the links here. In the chat section. So like today's class, guys, how was it? I pasted that. This is my Insta handle, and the below one is my LinkedIn handle. So any problems regarding, SEO, or I can provide you the guidelines about, or maybe information about Google Ads as well, and performance marketing. So any doubts, do ping me there, do follow me for the latest information, and yeah, let's connect, and do enjoy your next class, which has started at 7 p.m. And I'll see you guys on LinkedIn and Insta. Do connect with me there, and thanks a lot, guys.
By 2025, India's digital marketing industry is predicted to be worth rupees 4,000 crores. India has over 40 crores internet users, and your next potential client is probably scrolling right now. Kickstart your digital marketing career with beginner and expert courses. Become a digital marketing pro in social media optimization, search engine optimization, content marketing strategies, infographic design, web development, and much more. Gain experience in over 20 different tools, 10 secret hacks to increase engagement, and reach with live classes from our domain experts.
What are you waiting for? Register now to be certified and AID verified.